Welcome to a morning flow. Come to the front of your mat. Take your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Bend your elbows by your sides, palms facing up at rib height. Hasta Mudra. Close your eyes and just take a moment here. Observe. What am I arriving to the mat with today? This mudra, this hand gesture, is a mudra of receptivity. What would I like to receive from my practice today? Bring the hands into prayer, fingers to the third eye center, the space in between the eyebrows. And set your intention for your practice today. What is it you would like to receive? Release your hands down. Inhale and circle the arms overhead. And as you exhale, bow forward and down, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, drawing shoulders onto the back. And then exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge, lower the knee to the earth. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands move through prayer, fingertips come down to the earth, and then step back into child's pose with toes curled under. Inhale, coming forward onto hands and knees, cat pose, round your spine. And then exhale, arc the spine, look forward, bend your elbows, chest and chin to the ground, 8-pointed pose. Straighten your legs out behind you, pressing toes down. Inhale, cobra pose, lifting your chest up. And then exhale, move through bent knees and make your way into down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Keeping your left palm on the ground, inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky, opening your chest towards the right. Exhale, hand comes down to the earth and step forward. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward. And exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms up to the sky, hands in prayer. And exhale, bow forward and down, Uttanasana, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back, offer the chest forward. Exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge, lower the knee to the earth. Inhale, circle the arms overhead, low lunge. Exhale, hands move through prayer. Hands come down by the front foot and make your way into child's pose, toes curled under. Inhale, come on forward into cat pose, look at your own belly. Exhale, look forward, arc your spine, bend your elbows, chest and chin to the ground. Straighten your legs out behind you and inhale, cobra pose, lift your chest up. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands, lunge pose. Keeping your right palm on the ground, inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, opening your chest to the left. Exhale, palm comes down to the earth and step forward. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back. And then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms up to the sky, hands overhead. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Close your eyes and just take a moment. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, step your right foot back into a lunge. Knee lowers down to the earth. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your head. Hug your inner thighs towards each other, taking your elbows wide out to the sides, and then lift pubic bone towards belly button. Squaring hips towards the front of your mat. Broaden your chest with each breath and soften the jaw. Hands come down by the front foot. Straighten your back leg and then step it in about a foot, lowering your left heel to the right. Straightening your front leg, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, and then exhale, bow over your front leg. If you can, walk your hands a little further forward as you bow. Square front of the pelvis towards the front of the mat, for most of us, drawing right hip forward, left hip back. And then breathe into your hamstrings, the back of your left leg. Bending into your front knee and then step back into downward dog. Inhale, coming forward into plank pose, upward push-up position, and then connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you. Imagine you're dragging your palms back and your big toes forward. Breathe into the fire. As you exhale, lower your knees down to the ground and make your way into child's pose. Inhale, come forward onto hands and knees, cat pose. Exhale, arc the spine, 8-pointed pose, chest and chin to the ground. Straighten your legs out behind you and come on forward, upward dog. Press your palm to the ground and straighten your arms. If it ever feels like too much, go back to cobra pose like we did last time. As you exhale, curl the toes under and make your way back into down dog. Inhale, right leg goes up to the sky behind you. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Keep your left palm where it is, right arm goes up to the sky, open twist. Either stay as you are or bend your top elbow, top hand to the back of your head. Roll your chest open to the right and up to the sky. Palm comes down to the earth and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lengthen the chest forward. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms up to the sky. And exhale, bow, swan diving down, standing forward fold. Inhale, lengthen into a flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge, lower the knee to the ground. Come upright with your torso, interlace your fingers behind your head, taking your elbows wide, and then lift pubic bone towards belly button, engaging the glutes, and then scissor the inner thighs towards each other. Connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you and breathe deep into this shape. Release your hands down by your front foot, Parsvottanasana, pyramid. Step your back foot in about a foot. As you straighten both your legs, lower your back heel towards the right. Scissor the inner thighs like we just did in the lunge pose, and this time to square the pelvis towards the front of the mat, deepening the hamstring stretch. If you have the space, walk your hands a little further forward and then bow over your front leg. Bending into your front knee, step, downward dog. Inhale, come on forward, plank pose, upward push-up position. And again, we're going to hold this pose for a couple breaths. You can always put your knees on the ground at any point in time if this ever feels like it's too much, okay? Claw mat with finger pads. And then again, imagine that you're dragging your palms back and your big old toes forward. And then breathe into the heat we're creating in the front body. As you exhale, put your knees down on the ground, child's pose. Inhale, come forward into cat pose, look at your belly. Exhale, arc the spine, look forward, 8-pointed pose, chest and chin to the ground. Straighten your legs out behind you, slide your palms a little closer to your hips, and then upward dog, press your palms to the ground and lift your chest up. As you exhale, roll over the toes, downward dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky behind you. And then exhale, step it forward in between your hands. Keep your right palm on the ground and inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, opening your chest to the left. Stay here or deepening the chest opener. Bend your top elbow and bring your top hand to the back of your head and lean your head back into your hand. Palm comes down to the ground and step forward. Inhale, flat back, offer your chest forward, and then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up to the sky, and then exhale, bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Looking down, chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. And as you exhale, sit down just a little bit deeper with your bum. Press down through your feet and reach up through your fingertips. Bring your ribs to your thighs, reaching your fingers out in front of you. If this ever feels like too much, hands on hips. Reach your arms out behind you, arms parallel to the ground. Shift your weight into your left foot. Lift your right foot up off the ground and slowly slide your right foot out behind you, coming into Warrior 3, airplane variation. Lower the outer right hip down. Bending into your left knee, step your right foot back into a lunge and inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky. High lunge. You can always put the back knee down on the ground if you have trouble balancing. Connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you and reach up through all 10 of your fingers. Come back to your breath. Hands down by the front foot, triangle pose. Lower your right heel to the left, straighten your left leg. Left hand on the ground on the outside, the left foot, right arm up towards the sky. Roll your chest open to the right and up towards the ceiling. Right hand comes down, circle it forward, bending into your left knee, warrior two. Make your way into peaceful warrior, reverse warrior. Slide your right hand down your right thigh, left fingertips up to the sky. Nice deep bend into the front knee, roll the left thigh out to the left. Press the outer edge of your back foot into the ground. Breathe into your left side waist. Come upright with your torso, open your arms into a T-shape, warrior two. Press the outer edge of your back foot into the ground. Cartwheel your hands down by your front foot. Coming into a variation of modified side plank, pivot both your feet to the left, come onto the outer part of your right foot, and reach your left arm up to the sky. Take your left arm over your left ear. Inhale, lift your outer hips a little higher up to the sky, and then exhale, bring your outer right hip to the ground. Left fingertips come down towards right leg. Inhale, lift the hips up, reach the left arm overhead, Lahari flow. And exhale, come on back down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, left hand meets right one, step back, downward dog. Inhale, ripple forward, right into upward dog, roll over your toes, drop your hips and lift your chest. And then exhale, chaturanga, bend your elbows. Inhale, plank pose, and then exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky behind you. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, high lunge. Exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, twist. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee, hands come into prayer. Feel free to put your back knee down on the ground. Straightening the back leg, lengthening the spine forward as you inhale, and as you exhale, roll your chest open to the right and up to the sky. Looking down towards the ground, next time you exhale, step your left foot to meet your right one, revolved chair pose. Keep pressing the palms in towards each other. Keep trying to lift your torso off your thighs. Inhale, back to center, reach the arms overhead, chair pose. Exhale, stand up, release your arms down by your sides. Connect to a gaze point and come back to your breath. Looking down, feet hip width apart. Chair pose, bend the knees, lower the hips. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. As you exhale again, sit down a little bit deeper. Bring your ribs towards your thighs and reaching your arms out in front of you. Line your arms up with your ears, splaying your fingers out wide. Take the arms down by your sides and then back towards the back of your mat, and then lift your left heel up off the ground. Slowly slide your left foot back and up, coming into warrior three. Lower the outer left hip down, reach your chest forward. Root down through your standing leg. As slow as you can, bend into your standing leg and step your left foot back into a lunge. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, squaring the pelvis towards the front of the mat. Hands down by the front foot, coming into triangle pose. Step your left foot over to the right, lowering your left heel to the right. Right hand on the ground on the outside of the right foot. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, opening your chest towards the left. Press your front big toe mound into the ground and lengthen your spine forward towards the front of your mat and roll your chest open. Looking down towards the ground, cartwheel your hands up, coming into warrior two, into peaceful warrior. As you bend into your front knee, slide your left hand down your left thigh and reach your right fingers towards the back of your own mat. Breathe into the right side waist. Come upright, warrior two, pressing the outer edge of your back foot into the ground. Cartwheel your hands down by your front foot. Pivot your back heel up off the ground. And then pivot both your feet to the right, coming into that modified side plank. Right arm up to the sky. Take the right arm over the right ear towards the front of your mat. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your outer left hip either towards the ground or to the ground. Inhale, reach the arm forward and up. And exhale, bring the outer hip down. Right fingers try to touch left leg. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, come on down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hand comes down to the earth and slowly step back, downward dog, hands and feet to the earth. Inhale, coming forward, roll right over your toes, upward dog, lift your chest up. Exhaling, curl the toes under, chaturanga, bend your elbows. You can always put your knees on the ground. Inhale, plank pose, lift yourself up, and exhale, down dog, hips up to the sky. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step it forward in between the hands. High lunge, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come into prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then as you exhale, twist to the left. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Hands come into prayer. If your back knee stays off the ground in this one, really straighten your back leg. And if it ever feels like too much, just put the knee on the ground, no problem. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward towards the front of your mat. And then exhale, twist your chest open to the left. Breathe up into your chest. Look down towards the ground. And next time you exhale, step your right foot to meet your left one, revolved chair pose. See if you can sit your butt down a little bit deeper and then lift the chest up and roll the heart open. Inhale back to center, reach the arms overhead, good old chair pose, and then exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands of prayer in front of the heart. Release the arms down by your sides. Inhale, circle the arms up, Urdhva-hastasana. Exhale, chair pose, bend into your knees, Utkatasana. Connect to a gaze point on the ground out in front of you. Bring your hands into prayer. And then next time you exhale, twist over to the right. Bring your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. And then either stay as you are or open your wings, taking your left arm down and your right arm up to the sky. Left fingertips on the ground on the outside of the right foot. You can also put your hand on a block. Looking down as you exhale, step your left foot back into a lunge. If this ever feels like too much, just step back and join me in the twist. I'm going to move towards a bind here. You may want to watch me if you've never done this before. You're going to take your right hand behind you by your left hip, and then your left arm is going to come underneath your right leg, and you'll find your right fingertips or your right wrist behind you. Fingertips come down to the ground, Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Step your back foot in about a foot, lower your back heel down to the ground, and then straighten your front leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward, and then exhale, bow over the front leg. Bend back into your front knee, shimmy your back foot further out behind you, and then step back, three-legged downward dog. Bend your right knee and stack your right hip on top of your left one. Root your bottom heel towards the ground. Stay as you are or come forward into plank pose, nose to knee, and curl into a little ball. And then hold this, and if this ever feels like too much, just put your left knee on the ground. Look forward and lightly step your right foot forward in between your hands. Step your back foot in about a foot and lower your left heel to the right, straightening your front leg. Coming into revolved triangle pose, you may want to put a block underneath your left hand on the inside or outside of the right foot. Take your right hand to the sacrum. Inhale, tilt your booty up towards the sky, reach your chest forward, and then exhale, roll your chest open towards the right up to the sky. And either keep your right hand on your right hip or lift your right arm up to the sky. As you inhale, press your back heel into the ground, reach your chest forward, and as you exhale, twist towards the right. Line your top wrist up with your top shoulder. Palms come down to the earth and step forward. Inhale, flat back, lift the chest. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands in prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead, Urdhva-hastasana. Exhale, chair pose, bend into your knees. Hands come into prayer in front of the heart. Inhale. And then exhale, twist to the left. So bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, hands in prayer. Look down towards the ground. Lift your right heel up off the ground. And as you exhale, step your right foot back, revolve lunge. Feel free to modify as you need to. Look down towards the ground and open your arms. Left arm up towards the sky, right hand on the outside of the left foot on the ground. Feel free to ignore me as you like. I'm always good with that. You want to try the bind with me? Bend your left elbow, left hand comes behind you by right hip, and then right arm goes underneath left leg, finds right fingertips or wrist behind you. You can always keep your arms open or hands in prayer if it ever starts to feel like it's too much for the shoulders. And then wherever you are, roll your chest open. Palms come down to the earth. Step your back foot in about a foot, Parsvottanasana pyramid. Straighten your front leg and bow. Bending into your front knee, look forward and step back, three-legged down dog. Bend your left knee and stack your left hip on top of your right one. Root down through both your palms. Come forward to plank, left knee in towards the chest, nose to knee. Claw them out with your finger pads. And then look forward and step your left foot in between your hands. Step your back foot in about a foot like we just did. Lower the back heel down to the ground and straighten your front leg. Feel free to grab a block and put it underneath your right hand. Right hand on the inside or outside the left foot. Left hand to sacrum, back of the pelvis. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then exhale, twist your heart open towards the left, up towards the sky. You can always look down towards the ground, towards the left, or up towards the ceiling, whatever works for your neck. But keep rooting your back heel into the ground. Fingertips come down to the ground, bend into your front knee and step forward. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, lift the chest. Exhale, bow, standing forward fold. Inhale, come on up to stand, circle the arms up to the sky, hands in prayer. Exhale, bring the prayer to the heart. Relax the arms by your sides, close your eyes, and quite simply feel. Inhale, circle the arms overhead. Exhale, bow, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back, hands to shins or fingertips the earth. Exhale, step the right foot, left foot back, down dog. Step your right foot forward in between your hands. Lower your left knee down to the ground. Left palm stays where it is. Inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. We're coming into revolved thigh stretch. So you can either stay as you are or bend your left knee, reach around and grab a hold of your left foot with your right hand. Stay upright on the left hand or put your left forearm on the ground. Choice is yours. Wherever you are, breathe deep into your quadriceps of your left leg. Feel your breath. Release your back foot. Take your hands down on either side of your front foot and then step back, down dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up to the sky, and exhale, step the left foot forward in between your hands. Back knee lowers down to the earth, and inhale, reach your left arm up to the sky, rolling your chest open towards the left. So again, we're coming to revolved thigh stretch. You don't have to come with me. Feel free to stay exactly as you are. If you are going to come with me, bend your right knee, reach around and grab a hold of your right foot with your left hand. You can stay upright on the right palm or right elbow down to the earth. Keep rolling your chest open towards the left as you work your right heel towards your bum. Release the back foot, hands down by the front foot, and step back, down dog. Step both your knees forward in between your hands, and then coming into Virasana hero pose, take your feet out to the side and bring your bum in between your heels. Feel free to put a block underneath your bum. The higher your hips are, the less intense this is on your knees. And then either just stay upright or begin to recline, coming into full hero. So you're bringing your back down to the ground. If you do come all the way down, lift your bum up, lift your pubic bone towards your belly button, and then put your bum back down, lengthening the lower back. And breathe into the front of the pelvis. Walk your palms back up, come forward onto hands and knees. Camel pose, Ustrasana, bring your hands to your lower back, hug elbows in towards each other, and then inhale, lift the chest up towards the sky. Imagine you had a grapefruit in between your chin and your chest. Hold that as you arc your spine, and then either stay here or full camel, bring both hands to both heels. You can either continue looking forward, look up, or look back, depending upon how it checks out in your neck. My friends who have neck sensitivity, keep looking forward. Inhale, come upright with your torso, hips over knees, and then exhale, sit back on your heels. Camel pose number 2, hands to lower back, lift the chest, hug belly button in towards the spine. Take same variation you took last time or go a little bit deeper, maybe hands to heels this time. Keep your hips over your knees and breathe into your upper spine. Inhale, come upright with your torso. Exhale, sit back on your heels. If you can, toes curled under. Take your hands out in front of you and come into Malasana, Yogic squat. Lifting your knees up off the ground, squatting down, fingertips to the earth. You can sit on a block or just sit on the ground. Stay as you are or interlace your fingers behind your head and round your spine, bringing your nose towards your navel. Walk your hands out in front of you and bow a little bit deeper. Child's pose is also a great option or alternative to this pose. Look forward, pigeon pose, right knee behind right wrist, right foot over to the left, and then slide your left leg as far out behind you as it can comfortably go. Feel free to stay upright or walk the arms forward and bow. If this ever feels like it's uncomfortable in the knee, then you can come into thread the needle, lying on your back, right ankle on top of left thigh, hands interlaced around left leg. Wherever you are, close your eyes, let go of the Ujjayi breath, and just quite simply focus on your exhale. Walk your palms back up, and then you'll turn and face the left side of your mat and bring your right heel to your groin. Left hand on top of left leg with left leg straight out behind you, toes curled up towards the sky, and then reach your right arm up and over, getting a sideways stretch on the right. Come upright with your torso, take your right hand behind your bum, and then lift your bum up off the ground, reach your left fingers up and forward. Sit back down again, turn and face towards the front of your mat, and step back, down dog. Pigeon pose, other side, left knee forward, left knee behind, left wrist, left foot over to the right. Right leg parallel with the long edge of your mat. Lift your chest up and either stay here or walk your arms out in front of you and bow forward. Lift your torso up, turn and face the right side of your mat, straightening your right leg towards the back of your mat, curl toes to shin. Left heel to the groin, right hand on top of right leg. Inhale, reach your left arm up, and then exhale, take your left fingers up and over towards your right leg, stretching out your left side waist. Come upright with the torso, take your left hand behind you by your pelvis, and inhale, reach your right arm up towards the sky, lifting your hips up off the ground, lifting your bum up. Bum comes back down to the ground. Turn and face the front of your mat, taking your legs out in front of you. Take the flesh of your bum out behind you and press your heels forward, curl toes to shin. Either hands down on either side of the legs, or you can grab a hold of your feet with your hands, see how it goes. Tilt your bum up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen your chest forward, and then exhale, bow over your legs. If you have any hamstring or lower back sensitivity, keep your knees bent as you bow forward. You can always also slide blocks or bolsters underneath the knees. Relax the shoulders and soften the jaw. And slowly come upright with your torso. Make your way onto your back for Shavasana, for corpse pose. Splay your feet and your hands away from each other and close your eyes. Slowly begin to deepen the breath, bringing awareness back into your physical body. Bending your knees and placing your feet on the ground. And slowly rolling over to one side. Make your way up to sit. Close your eyes. And just observe how you feel in body and mind. Observe what you've received from your practice today. Bring the hands into prayer, thumbs to the third eye center. Deep gratitude to the practice itself for what it gives us on and off the mat. And may we take this bhavana, this mood with us through the rest of our day. Namaste.
If you like that video, you'll probably like these. And if you want more videos, go to my membership site. Either way, let's stay connected.